morning, guys. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. Can you guys hear me? Just want to check. I'm having some PC issues, but I'm just hoping that the connection is loud and clear this morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. Can someone confirm indeed that you can hear my voice and everything is okay? Hello? 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 Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Awesome. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're having a good morning. Just want to get in here. I'm having some computer issues this morning. Sorry about that. But I wanted to get the pre-market out of the way today. Definitely a interesting market here. Inflation numbers from last week cooling down and, topping out, or rather acting like it's topping out. And we saw a big rally in the SPX and Nasdaq following through after that. This week we have a big earnings season that is underway. We have earnings being reported. Companies like Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, IBM. We have Netflix. We have, let's see, what else? Tesla. We have a bunch of airlines, Comerica, LVS, Snapchat, Domino's. Really big earnings season this week. Even Amex is reporting this week. And as we get into this earnings season, we're definitely going to see some pricing in of certain earnings. Now, as I was mentioning last week, it's very likely that we see these companies start to guide down or report badly for this quarter, and then after that, beat their own guidance like the next quarter after. So any opportunities that present themselves irrationally here should be taken pretty, seriously. Obviously, we're not going to play, the obvious earnings, because earnings are a 50-50 coin flip either way. So we're just going to take it as the earnings season is something that we'll just watch. It's more like a spectator sport rather than a full-on contact sport. We do have, let me just have a look at the Instagram live. I remember that we asked for some tickers, and let's see what people were asking me to break down. So we have quite a few. Let's see, Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia is definitely one of them that we're watching this week, and we have this firmly as one of our opportunities for this week. We're looking for the break and then the retest of the 160.5 level. Play up to 160 might also be possible, but I rather play the upside after the break of 160.50. That will be a better risk to reward ratio all in all. So I'm looking for that move after it breaks out, rather than kind of break out here, bounce, and then play the upside, rather than play this to here, which is a really slim risk to reward ratio. The risk here you're going to take is going to be pretty high, and then the reward is not going to be that great. So with Nvidia, I really prefer us breaking out higher into 160.5 before we see the further upside on 170 or so, just from the risk to reward ratio standpoint. I like to look at things from a risk to reward ratio standpoint, because that's what algos do as well. So that's probably the best way to do it. And then somebody requested me to break down RKT, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. RKT. Let's see. right above the high of, let's see here, 975 is where we want the upside. Above 975 only. Anything from here to 975 is a rejection zone. This is a supply zone. So anything that comes up to here and doesn't break out with good volume over 975, I wouldn't want to take RKT to the upside yet. I could still reject and start ranging even more. Stocks like Roku, for example, is a great example of how a stock can range into oblivion. So this one above 975 or so would be a great upside here for risk to reward ratio planning. The downside is pretty huge. If you see a rejection at this level, then I'd rather play the downside. Nice risk to reward ratio on the downside, and that looks more of a probable trade anyway. What is the market cap of this? Let's see. 17 billion. Not bad, actually. That's pretty good. That's not a bad market cap at all. Above 10 billion is considered safe to play because it's not going to be that badly misshapen. Okay, then we also had a request for SPY and QQQ, so I'm going to break down S&P 500 and Nasdaq here. It's pretty straightforward. We're coming off from a very long trodden downtrend, and we are kind of peaking out of it right now. If you look at the weekly chart on the S&P 500, we actually see a nice pin bar from last week. So a pin bar would usually signify that we're going to possibly go for a relief rally of some kind or some upside exposure here. And if you look at this on the daily chart, you can see it's pretty sound if we do see the rally. Only above this, what is this level here? 3950 should see the further upside, and then we'll see 44,000s really quickly after that. There's the highs over here that got rejected twice over 2 days, and then another high here. So we really need to break out of this region here this week, and earnings is gonna be interesting because it's gonna either be a catalyst to send the markets up, or it's gonna be a catalyst to send the markets into a rejection here, and then once again back down to range. So that's not something that we want to see, obviously. But as I said, earnings season is going to create a lot of whack price action, and so we want to see the break above 3950 in order to see that upside in the S&P 500. This is a rejection zone once again, so tread carefully. Volume's pretty low. If big volume and big momentum buying happens, then sure, we probably see much nicer upside all into the 3990s and then 4060. But if we don't see that volume buying with momentum, then we're likely to see rejections all in this region here. Similar looking with Nasdaq, except for with the Nasdaq, we have more ranging going on. Break above the 12. So let's look at QQQ because I know majority of you are more familiar with QQQ. So with QQQ here, we want to see the break above 298 basically. The 298 break will open up the upside into 315, and then after 315, if we can bounce on 320-ish, then we see 335. So there's pretty much these zones here. You can see break, bounce, break, bounce, break, right? Kind of. And those will be the key levels here for the QQQs up into the upside. And as we mentioned, this was the last line of defense for QQQ. We bounced off it so far, and we are kind of forming this sideways channel now, and as we digest this move, let's see how long it takes for us to move to the upside. We could be chopping around until news comes out, and then when positive news comes out, that's when the market moves. As I've mentioned many times before, the market only likes moving to the upside when everything is aligned. So we are likely to see that scenario. Okay. So that's your QQQ and SPX breakdown. Dollar index here pulling back a little bit, so this is good for equities overall. The weekly last week was a nice little paddle pop or a ice cream bar, kind of a weak pin bar if you say. Oh, and another one we're watching is Boeing. We had some positive news on this one. Hopefully it'll be a catalyst, but I'm not pinning my hopes on this one. And gold kind of popping back up after hitting that little demand zone there. So we'll see how that kind of plays out in the end, heading into the end of this week. I might want to take a long gold position, but just not yet. Other opportunities I'm looking at are Enphase Energy. Really nice pin bar on the 4 hour last week, closing the week out. And then also Walmart last week was on the snipe list and broke out beautifully. We want to see a continuation on this one. TTD continues to squeeze. This is from last week, so we're still watching these plays from last week. Continues to squeeze in this downward triangle, and we'll see if we can continue out there. And of course, McDonald's here as well. We're looking for a break into the 260s this week. So those will be some things that I'm watching for this week. Hopefully that helps you out. Do you guys have any comments, questions? Want me to break down anything? Put them in the chat, and I'll try to do my best to do them for you right now. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Apart from that, just keep your mind on the earnings season. It's gonna be, as we saw, financials reported already, and they were pretty bad. So it's not obviously going to be 100% correlation to the markets. But remember what I said: when financials sneeze, the whole market gets a flu. So we'll see how this plays out. But generally, we see financials data are very highly correlated to the big tech for sure. Okie dokie. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions or want to leave any comments? Do you guys enjoy this stream? I don't hear from any of you guys. Anyone here in the chat that want to say anything? Or who's listening to my voice right now? I don't even really know. But I hope that you guys are having a good day and that you will continue to have a good day. And I'll see you on the trading floor on Discord very soon. But yeah. Also, I'm not sure how much of the stream got recorded at the beginning because my computer just literally restarted on me. But it'll be up and running after that, I guess. So I will hopefully be able to get the stream reposted right after this stream ends. But all right, glad to have you guys here. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another quick pre-market sesh and more updates. Keep it simple with the indices, guys. Breaks and then pivots. Breaks and then pivots. Don't go crazy. Last week was a great week. We had, let me see. Almost 19K in trading profits. But towards the end of the week wasn't really that great. This is all posted on the Discord. Everything, that all the trades that we take are all posted in real time, of course, through the live trading sessions. So I hope that you guys will, take a look at some of the things that we talk about here and see how it helps you. But apart from that, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I hope you will take a second out of the day to smash the like button. And yeah, peace, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.